Hey everybody, it's CJ. I was on my way to shoot the rules video and this happened. Now luckily, Tony's in Florida, so he's got us covered. And I get to go deal with this. Have fun.
You're in the middle of a pickleball game and your opponent calls out the wrong score. What should you do? Stop play and correct them, or finish the rally? In this video, we'll give you the answer. Let's get into it. Hello, my name is Tony Roy from In2Pickle, and together with my partner CJ Johnson from Better Pickleball, we formed WeArePickleball. WeArePickleball is designed with you in mind. Its only reason for being is to help you become the best pickleball player you can be. All right, another pickleball rules question video. And so we have our glasses, we got our computer, the pickleball rule is spooled up, and we're gonna get into it. Question here is, should you stop your opponent when your opponent calls the score incorrectly? So to frame it out a little further, you're playing, your opponent calls out the score is like 5-4-1, but the score is actually, 4-4-1, right? So the score is called out incorrectly at the time that your opponent is getting ready to serve, and the player serves, and a lot of times you'll see players basically catch the ball, stop the action, and correct the score, before not continuing the game. Should you do that or not do that? Our suggestion is not to do that, and I'm going to tell you why. So let's go to the rule. So the rule is 4K. 4K is entitled Wrong Score Called, so it's a good name of a title. If the server or referee calls the wrong score, any player may stop play before the third shot occurs to ask for a correction. Now here's the consequences. 4K1 says if the score called was incorrect, then the player referee will recall the correct score and the ball will be served with no penalty. So if the score was called out as 4-4-1, but it's actually 5-4-1, let's say, and you stop play, all they're going to do is basically call the score correctly and serve again, and there's no penalty. There's no upside for the correction. 4K2, however, says after the serve has occurred, a player who stops play and challenges the called score when there is no error has committed a fault. So now you catch the ball, you stop play, you tell the server the score is actually 5-4-1, you called 4-4-1. And there's a conversation and you're like, oh, yeah, you're right, it is 4-4-1. You know what? They just won a point. So that's not good for you. 4K3, a player who stops play after the third shot occurs will have committed a fault and shall lose the rally. So there, it doesn't matter whether you're right or wrong. So if you stop it after the third shot and you're right, you still lose the rally and they score a point. If you stop the rally to correct the score, there's no upside for you, but there's a potential for downside. If you did it too late after the third shot, doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. If you do it and you're wrong, you lose the point. If you do it and you're right, what'd you gain? Nothing. All you got them to do is recall the score correctly. Instead of doing that, what you want to do is you want to wait until the end of the rally, and then you can correct the score. Because just because they call the score as 4-4 when it should have been 5-4, doesn't lock the score in. The score can always be corrected later. So forget about correcting the score if the score is called out incorrectly. Let the rally play out. Fix the score at the end of the rally by talking to your opponents and going through the motion of figuring out what the right score is. But do not, under any circumstances, whether you're playing in a tournament, playing in rec play, do not, under any circumstances, stop play during the rally. No upside, all downside.
If you'd like to learn more about the rules, including the serve rules for the coming year, make sure that you click on the playlist right over here. And if you want to get out of this, into some warm weather, and improve your pickleball game, join us at a We Are Pickleball camp. Because together, we can train smart, live bold, and age well.